Given everything else you've had to deal with today and the team has put together the race car for you, happy with that run?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. You know, everybody at Team Penske did an amazing job. And made a mistake this morning. You know, we pushed too early, trying to stay out of Simon's way, and it really hurt us. But you saw the result. And for qualifying, it was good. It's just too neutral. It was too neutral the first lap, and I maxed out the tools. So I was a little too timid on the second lap.
Turn one, what is it? What makes it so difficult here at Pocono?
Nothing. It's a little bump getting in, and you just got to be patient. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. You know, I think we had a good race car earlier, so we'll see what it does.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Juan Pablo Montoya talking about patience, but man, Davey Hamilton's hard to be patient sometimes at a racetrack like this, huh?
Well, when it's 500 miles, you need to learn it quick. And when the green comes out, you'll see these guys going crazy. And remember, I mean, they were 6 and 7 wide last year, if I recall, going down this front straightaway. So that's really not patience in a 500-mile race. But they say that it's just hard to keep yourself under that focus.
The driver going through his warm-up paces right now, Mikael Aleshin, driver of the number 7 team for Sam Schmidt, and led 33 laps at Mid-Ohio in a late race incident after a trip to pit road. Took away what was the most promising day of Mikael Aleshin's young Verizon IndyCar Series career, but it may have given us a glimpse, Nick Yeoman, as to what's to come for Mikael Aleshin. That red, white, and blue machine heads toward turn one.
And was Dave First and Davey Hamilton just talking about patience? That's not a word that I think is necessarily in Mikael Aleshin's vocabulary. He knows one speed, Jake Query, and that is fast. The Russian off of turn number 1 as he begins his qualifying run.
And he so far has had, in what was a long practice session and now in this qualifying run, a good weekend. But can it all come together for Mikael Aleshin? When he leaves turn number 2, he seems to get a little bit of momentum to work his way long way into turn number 3.
He was P1 after the 2-hour session, extended a little bit because of those cautions. His top speed at 221.932. Lap number 1 in the books, Nick, 220.642 for Mikael Aleshin.
Gets a nice amount of applause from the fans here on the front straightaway. Kicks up a lot of sparks into turn number 1. He did that on that first lap as well, though, so that is not a sign that he scrubbed off any speed. Red, white, and blue, the colors on that car. And here comes Mikael Aleshin on a possible pole run to turn 2.
Fans call him the Mad Russian. He'll be a happy one if this keeps up. Not a problem at all for Mikael Aleshin. Again, keeps it high now as he sweeps his way into turn number 3 at Pocono.
What shade there is envelops that long pond straightaway between 2 and 3. Sees the checkered flag. He's to the middle of the racetrack. Did he back it up? Indeed he did. Lap number 2 at 220.249 miles per hour. The 2-lap average for Mikael Aleshin, your provisional pole sitter, 220.445. Back to pit road and Jim Murphy.
Hometown boy Marco Andretti is watching that run. You're sitting there low, and you know, whatever he's had for breakfast, I want some of that. How does your run stack up against what we just saw?
Well, it's slower. No, I'm just, we knew that he was going to be quick. I mean, he looked pretty stout in practice as well, so he's sort of in a league of his own right now, so it's impressive to see.
Must feel good, though. You guys with the Honda camp, great history there, but you've struggled this year. It seems like this weekend, you guys have got some raw speed in the cars.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's similar spec to Indianapolis, and we were pretty strong there, so we need to definitely capitalize tomorrow.
All right.
Dave First.
Just a quick word here with Mikael Aleshin. You should have seen everybody with the red, white, and blue SPM Racing, Schmidt-Peterson guys. They were high-fiving. Big run for you guys. Will it stay, you think?
Well, I don't know if it will stay or not, but I know that the guys did a fantastic job, you know, that we have this great speed, and all team is working really well to bring SMP Racing car number 7, you know, up there. So I just, my job is to do the best out of it. And I mean, to be fair, we were really on the limit.
We'll see what happens. Mikael Aleshin right now, provisional pole, has never started up front in a Verizon IndyCar Series race, at least not yet, Mark Jim.
Provisionally good enough for the outside of row number 1, 220.195. He gave it a heck of a ride.
He did, and you can see on the telemetry on the side of the car, the LED lights on the side, you could see it was number 1 for the entire track. And
checkered flag is out for Connor Daly. Second lap, pretty consistent, 214.768, the 2-lap average provisionally on the outside of row number 10. 214.757. The pole sitter, Mikael Aleshin, down below. Jim Murphy, you've caught up with him.
When we see the green flag for the ABC Supply 500, it will be Mihaila Alешin. How big is this pulse for you?
That's amazing. Seriously, it's an amazing feeling. That's my first pole in IndiKaре, and I'm so happy to bring up the car number 7 SMP Racing up there. The team did an amazing job. We had a couple of moments in turn 1, but I just decided to keep it flat and see what's gonna happen. So the wall didn't happen, but the pole position happened. So amazing. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mihaila Alешin, our pole sitter.
How about that, Davey? Thrilling for Schmidt-Peters. Look at Simon Pagano coming over, patting the guy on the back, giving him a congratulatory hug. First pole, that's huge for Mihaila Alешin.
It is huge, and congratulations to him. And that's one thing that Simon knows what it's like to get that first pole and be a champion. But they were teammates, great teammates, by the way. So it was nice of Simon to come down to offer his congratulations. And congratulations to Sam Schmidt and Rick Peterson again for, putting a great program together for those guys and getting Michaela's first pole.
Jim Murphy, you've caught up with a team owner. Before
we love this sport. We very early on, when I was really young, starting, Billy Vukovic Jr. and I were best of friends. And when that happened, I really was talking to myself, is this what we're supposed to be doing? Is this what I want to do? And there's no other thing. And these guys all love it. And the great thing with the racers that we have lost, and especially Justin and Brian, true champions, they would want nothing different for any of us either. So we're here, and this is the best lesson, as you say.
Mihaila Alешin, first career pole. He'll be joined on the front row by Joseph Newgart and Sato. Castro Neves in row 2. Row number 3, Munoz and Hitch. Row number 4, Alexander Rossi and Will Power. Row number 5, Tony Kanaan and Ed Carpenter. In row 6, Graham Rahal and Jack Hawkworth. In row number 7, Marco Andretti and Simon Pagano. Juan Montoya and Charlie Kimball in row number 8. Row 9, Max Chilton and Sebastian Bourdais. In row 10, Scott Dixon and Connor Daly. And in row 11, Pippa Mann starting last. Ryan Hunter-Ray did not qualify today because of damage that the car suffered in a one-car incident during the first practice session this morning. Again, don't forget, final warm-up at 5 o'clock Eastern. We hope you'll join us for that. A great job by Nick Yeoman and Jake Query out on the course as always. Some great work by Jim Murphy and Dave First on pit road. Our driver analyst today, of course, Davey Hamilton, the director of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Radio Network, is Wally Levitt. Indianapolis studio production operations by Chris Pollock, and our on-site producer and engineer is Rick Evans. I'm Mark Janes. So long for now from Pocono Raceway.
This is the Verizon IndyCar Series on the Advance Auto Parts IndyCar Radio Network.
A.J. Foyt down the main straightaway. The checkered flag is out. A.J.'s hand in the air. He is the winner. A.J. Foyt at Indianapolis has won his 4th 500-mile race. A.J. Foyt, our winner. The flag will fly now for Tom Sneva and then for Al Unser. We will be talking with all of these drivers in just a moment. Lou Palmer is in victory lane as A.J. Foyt takes now his victory lap around the 2.5 miles of Indianapolis. A record-breaking end to a record-breaking month. A.J. Foyt, the 4th win at Indianapolis. A month that saw the 200-mile-an-hour barrier broken, not just in the practice where it is unofficial, but in the qualifying by Tom Sneva, our second-place car at the moment. And then, too, the first woman to enter, to qualify, and to compete in a 500-mile race, Janet Guthrie of New York City. But for the moment, the name is A.J. Foyt of Houston, Texas. The car is his, a Coyote. The engine is his, a Foyt V8. And happiness, fame, and fortune are his, too. He is the winner of the 61st running of the Indianapolis 500. Pat Sedan.